It's all right, I'd like to just go ahead and break the ice and lead off. And I've known Brother Elwood for many years, but especially for about the last 7 or 8 since I've been pastor of Union Temple Church. And he's treated me like a son. And he's been there. Anytime I've ever called on him, he's been there. I've used him as an example for church missers, how that he's so faithful. Even at times when he would have to stop 5 or 6 times between the car and the pew where he usually sat to regain his breath and to be able to continue on, he was there. And what a great man I think he was. And, none of us are perfect. No man is perfect. But I looked at Brother Elwood as one of those steps between me and Jesus Christ. He had achieved that place in my heart and in my opinion. And I guess the best word I could use to say about him is he was one of my spiritual heroes. And if I would find myself in a situation thinking, how should I handle this? What decision should I make? I would usually think about Brother Elwood, and if he wasn't around, I'd try to wonder what he would say about this, wonder how he'd feel about this. So, to me, he was a great man, and I loved him greatly. But not only was he a great man, he was a funny man. And I guess everybody in here would probably have a thought on this, the little laugh where he would just go about something, and how that no matter what was going on, if he did that, it'd lift you up and make you feel good. I want to tell one little story. We went fishing one time, me and Richie and Elwood, and you hardly ever saw him get excited about anything. And we got in the boat, and the gas gauge was messed up, and we didn't know it. We went out to where we was going to fish and realized we'd forgotten our bait in the truck. So we turned around and headed back. When we did, we were going down beside a barge, headed back to the boat ramp, and all of a sudden the boat died. I was in the back trying my best to crank it. Richie was up front paddling, trying to get away from the barge. Brother Elwood was in the middle, and he'd just look over at the barge, and he'd look at Richie. He'd look back at me. Finally, he just kind of smiled and said, "We're getting pretty close." Somebody come threw us a rope and pulled us in, and every time after that we'd mention going fishing, Brother Earl would say, "I want you to make sure you got gas." But he's a great man, going to be greatly missed. But I want to say tonight, I am so blessed that I was able to know him, and for every minute of time that I ever got to spend with him, and I surely appreciate him.